Have you ever wondered why purple is considered such a regal color? While there are several different types of organic purple dye, the one that has gained the most status since its initial development by the Phoenicians 3,600 years ago is a deep purple red dye known as Tyrian purple. Also called royal or imperial purple, the process of creating this dye was so labor intensive and resource exhausting that it could only be afforded by the most wealthy of citizens. The secret to producing Tyrian purple? Shellfish. There are variations of this dye all over the globe, but most commonly known is the dye hailing from the Mediterranean region. Spiny dye murex, or Murex brandaris, were shellfish found in the Mediterranean Sea, making them readily available to the Phoenicians and later to Greeks and Romans. These snails themselves are not purple, rather the compound tyrandoxyl sulfate and the enzyme aryl sulfatase, or purpase, which serve as precursors to the production of Tyrian purple, are found in the hypobranchial or mucus glands of the snails. While inside the animal, these precursors are stored separate from the mucus. However, when the mollusks are crushed, these precursors are released into the mucus secretion. Once those precursors are released, the next step in purple making is a long fermentation process. The collection of crushed shellfish are left to dry out in the sun, and then salt is added to the mixture, and the snails are boiled with water in pots for 3 days. This process of hydrolysis breaks down the purpase, along with four major chromogens found in the hypobranchial gland that also serve as precursors to Tyrian purple. The most flamboyant step of the dyeing process occurs after days of fermentation, as fabric is dipped into the vats of dye and laid out. Exposure to air prompts the oxidation of the chromogens, two of which react to give indigo and 6,6-D bromo-indigo, while the other two dimerize then photolize, giving indigo, 6,6-D bromo-indigo, along with methanethiol or dimethyl disulfide. As the chemicals go through this series of reactions, the color of the fabric begins to show. It starts as a yellowish green that deepens to an indigo and then transitions to a rich purple red. This hue is vibrant and long lasting. However, it takes thousands of shellfish to dye only a small amount of fabric. This was part of the reason it was so expensive in the past. Now we have other organic purple dyes and synthetic formulas that give us beautiful purples without harming any gastropods. Isn't it incredible how chemistry, history, fashion, and biology can all come together in such a bizarre and wonderful way? Now you can take your obscure, newfound knowledge out into the world with you. You never know when you'll need an interesting conversation starter to break the ice.